When the Falcon fights the King Cobra and the Weeping Willow, who refuse to organize, presented by the Nigerian ecosystem, there is something tragic about a 50-year-old man, old enough to have mentored generations, sitting in self-pity, lashing out with words while refusing to lift even a finger to organize his street, block, and community. A man who cannot distinguish between a personal bruise and a systemic injustice is not angry at oppression. He is offended that others are rising without him. According to the ecosystem movement principles, witnessing civic wrongdoing and doing nothing, weeping like a willow while others rise to change the tide, is a betrayal of humanity. It shows a poverty of spirit and a profound misunderstanding of justice. The truth is harsh. A man who cannot organize or follow those who do has no moral ground or right to critique the evil committed against his so-called people. I am not here to massage egos. I am here to confront the delusion that social media rage is resistance, or that bitterness is a substitute for action. No noise or anger changes a country's trajectory. It does nothing to change the status quo. Contrary to widespread propaganda, the Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo are not enemies. The animosity portrayed in the media and politics is exaggerated, weaponized, and often manipulated by the snake that feeds off our disunity. In truth, the average household in Nigeria, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba alike, shows more love across ethnic lines than within the political class that claims to represent them. The real problem is not hatred. It is misdirection. It is the failure to focus fire on the true enemy. They have not yet learned the most powerful tactic: unite against the common predator. The falcon, the diaspora, watches from afar. The eagle, the youth and people in Nigeria, feels the snake's sting daily. And the three dragons, Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo, possess fire but burn in different directions. It is time they all lift their eyes and study how the King of the Sky defeats the King Cobra. He doesn't fight alone. He doesn't waste energy fighting other birds. He strikes with precision, always aiming for the head. Until Nigeria's ethnic giants see through the snake's distraction, they will continue to roar alone and die quietly. How do you defeat a snake that smiles? The killers of Nigeria are not just men. They are ideologies, wrapped in tradition, cloaked in religion, and executed through silent conquest. Among the most dangerous is the Fulani imperialist doctrine, a long game that wears the costume of brotherhood, preaches peace publicly, but harbors a private hunger to dominate. They come softly. They speak of unity. They claim to bring good tidings. But behind those smiles lies the cold ambition to conquer a nation that has always been more resilient, creative, and fearless than they can ever comprehend. Their power lies not in strength, but in subtlety. They fool the masses into thinking everything is fine, even as the forests burn and ancestral lands are taken. So, how do you fight such an ideology? You fight like the eagle fights the cobra, not on the ground, not in the dust, not in the terrain the snake controls. You rise, you drag the snake into the sky, where the eagle reigns supreme. In the air of ideas, you expose their deception. At the altitude of an organization, you deny them the chaos they exploit. In the firmament of unity, you silence their divide and rule playbook. You don't scream, you soar. This is no longer a tribal or ethnic struggle. It is an ideological war, and it will not be won with machetes or hashtags. It will be won when Nigerians in the diaspora and at home unite as a body of soldiers and learn to rise above the battlefield to change the rules of engagement. Lone heroes, angry rants, or nostalgic dreams will not save Nigeria. It will be saved when the falcon and the eagle stop circling in isolation and strike the snake together. We have no shortage of warriors. What we lack is coordinated altitude. Until the diasporians across the globe and the indigenous youth of the land unite in one single purpose to reclaim their forests and land, the sickness that has crippled Nigeria will forever hold them ransom. Nigerians must drag the snake into the sky for the final battle. Follow the Nigerian Ecosystem Movement. Website, nigerianecosystem.org. YouTube, Nigerian Ecosystem. Facebook, Nigerian Ecosystem X, formerly Twitter, @Nigerian Eco. Like and subscribe for our next episode.